Morning. My name is Cristina Solis. I'm the Undersecretary of Industrial and Territorial Competitiveness at the Ministry of Production, Foreign Trade, Investments, and Fisheries. On behalf of our Minister, Julio José Prado, and the Vice Minister of Production and Industries, Carla Murriagui, I want to thank the European Union, the Slovenian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the European Union EU-LAC Foundation, the Institute for Circular Economy, the European Circular Economy Stakeholder Platform, and the Brazilian Center for International Relations for organizing this event. The ministry I represent, through the Vice Ministry of Production and Industries, has among its institutional objectives the promotion of sustainable development of industrial sector through the formulation and implementation of several public policies for the comprehensive development of the productive capacities. Since 2019, we have been working on the construction of a country roadmap towards a circular economy national strategy, where we become a key tool for the reiteration of national and territorial public policies, aimed at economic models that will guarantee environmental, economic, and social equity and sustainability. I will explain the detailed process of our construction for this national strategy. So as I was saying, since 2019, we have been working on our circular economy national strategy, and everything started on the dissemination of concept to put into the industries and into the rest of the stakeholders what is circular economy and what we need to be done in order to go and work towards. In this first international seminar, we had 300 participants. Then in August of 2019, we signed a national pact and we defined 9 lines of action. After that, between September and November 2019, we worked with the academia and the productive sector, linking them and identifying which were the main objectives and strategies that need to be defined in order to work to the first phase of the white paper. In this first phase, we worked on an analysis of the influence and the relevance of circular economy in the country's agendas and legislation. Also, we worked on prioritizing macroeconomic sectors. Then we worked on the second phase of this white paper, and in May 21, we launched the white paper for circular economy. For that, we worked in different collaborative workshops for the definition of the strategic lines of action that were divided into 4 pillars that we're gonna see a little bit ahead. And these 4 pillars were defined for the implementation of the circular economy. Then in July of this year, the National Assembly promoted the organic law of circular economy. In this legal paper, we defined the promotion of sustainable production and consumption principles and inclusive waste management. Right now, we are working on the regulations specifically for this organic law. And next year, we will define the circular economy national strategy, which the support of the European Union. This is an interinstitutional articulation mechanism that will define public policies, plans, and projects that will need to be implemented in looking forward having a circular economy in Ecuador at the national level in all the territory. We are looking forward to go towards a sustainable industrial development. So the purpose is to guide the change of production and consumption patterns in Ecuador's society towards environmental sustainability. It's important that we define the contribution to the competitiveness of companies and the well-being of the population. So we really need to work on generating a critical mass of companies that position good practices and promotion. Also, we need to promote and position good practices. Also, we need to work on create a culture of sustainable production and consumption among public institutions, companies, and consumers. And one of the other things that we need to work on is to strengthen the institutional framework that promotes sustainability production consumption within the national territory. As we were saying before, for the white paper on circular economy, we have 4 pillars. The first one is sustainable production, that works on the application of extended producer responsibilities, promote industrial symbiosis, establish circular indicator at the national level. Then we also working on responsible consumption to develop a culture of prevention, to ensure efficient and make permanent awareness programs, empower citizens and consumers. Then, as the pillar of integrated waste management, we want to work in harmonize and implement legislation about favorite circular economies, promote zero waste models, promote multi-stakeholder innovation. And the last one, but very important, are the policies and financing. It's important to include the circular economy and the state's development model to create and strengthen the human capital for the circular economy ecosystem, and also to create a circular culture. I was saying before that on July 2021, we launched the Circular Economy Law, which has as objectives to establish different mechanisms for the transition from a linear economy to an inclusive circular economy. Also to determine the obligations of control of the public sector, and also to define the principles for policies, financing programs, and projects. So we have 4 different parts of this law. First of all, we're going to work about the institution, how we create between the Ministry of Production and the Ministry of Environment towards an inclusive circular economy system. As for the principles, we really want to work on the waste management hierarchy. Then for sustainable production, we really want to work on pollution reduction and the prohibition of the imports of any type of waste, within the exception of waste intended for recovery and valorization. And then we also want to work to extended responsibility. How to management goals will be established for the priority products subject the extended responsibility according to the volume, quantity of generation, hazardness, and the potentials for valorization. I just want very quickly to show you an example of what we have been working on with different industries. And we have been promoting cleaning production agreements in which different industries try to identify opportunities to improve and to, for example, change different technologies in order to reduce their environmental impact. So for this cleaner production agreement, we work with four industries in the timber sector. So for savings, they have for energy 322 megawatts per year. For diesel, we have 157,000 gallons per year. So what this translate? This is a saving for energy for 115 families. We have this translates to 870,000 trees standing. It also represents 19,000 cars out of circulation, and also it translates to savings for more than $500,000. And just not to extend more, we just want to talk about the future projects that we're working on. First of all, with the French development agencies and either business school, which is one of the main business industries in Ecuador, we're working on industry case studies in order to understand the best practices and how can we replicate them in other industries. Also, with the German cooperation, we're working on institutional strengthening and how we build capabilities in the different public institutions. We also, we had a few months ago, the Circular Economy Forum, and we are also defining and designing with them now innovation challenges. With the European Union in Ecuador, we are working on the national strategy for circular economy. We are also working on a platform for waste exchange and also a generation of certification system. And with the Climate Technology Center and Network of the UNUDI, we are working with the stakeholder diagnosis, with the identification of perceived value, also with a Industry 4.0 application and potential circular economy projects. Thank you very much.